Mr. Forston here, school counselor at West Seaford, and we're on to lesson 4 of personal body safety. Now, yesterday we introduced private touches. Private touches, remember, privates are the areas that are supposed to be covered by a bathing suit. Now, those are areas that are only for you. Now, there are some touching rules that I need you to be aware of. Rule number 1, no one touches your private parts unless they are a caretaker or a doctor that is trying to help keep you clean or healthy. But remember, if they're helping you in those areas and you start to feel weird or uncomfortable about it, you need to speak up and tell them, or you need to tell a trusted adult that can help guide you through that. Rule number 2, I do not touch anyone else's private parts. Even if they ask you to, even if they show them to you, even if they promise to give you gifts or prizes, or they tell you they're going to hurt you, you do not touch someone else's private parts. That's whether that's a student, a teenager, or an adult. Okay, you do not touch anyone's private parts. That is not safe. You need to protect your body and yourself by telling them no in a loud, firm voice. Rule number 3, no one touches their private parts in front of you. That is not acceptable. If you go into a bathroom and you see that, or if you're at home, or if there's a babysitter and you see someone doing that, you need to tell a trusted adult immediately. You do not need to watch. You should not see that. That is not appropriate. Rule number 4, no one takes pictures or videos of you without clothes on. That is not acceptable. That is not something that any adult or any child should ever be trying to do. No photos of naked private part bodies. No, no, no. Rule number 5, no one shows you pictures of people without their clothes on. If someone is showing you videos or pictures of people without clothing, you need to tell a trusted adult. Now, they might tell you you're going to be in trouble. They may threaten you or tell you that they're going to beat you up. They have lots of creative ways, but that should be when you know that it is not safe, is when they threaten or promise you gifts. That is never appropriate for an adult to do to try to get you to hide something. That's really important to remember. Now, remember also, no secrets. This is the number 1 thing that people do when they're doing something wrong. So here's what it says. I never keep secrets about touches, those ouch touches, or private touches. And some adults will tell you, keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody that we did this. Even if the person tells me that you're going to be in big trouble, or they are going to hurt you, or they're going to hurt your family, or that you're going to be in trouble, you still have to tell a safe person. And you have to tell a person who you trust can keep you safe. Now, teachers at school are going to do that. They're going to let people know if you tell them something that you were told to keep a secret. If they know that it's not something that's supposed to be happening, they're going to tell people that are going to try to help. And our job will be to try to protect and make you safe. If something was happening at home and you told a trusted adult at home that isn't the one that's trying to make you keep these secrets, they're going to do the same. They're going to try to protect you and do everything they can to keep you safe. That's really important to remember. The other thing to remember is that I can say no. Everyone repeat that with me. I can say no. If someone tries to give me an ouch touch or a private touch, you say, everybody do this, make strong muscles. Say, I am strong. Oh, I could hear you down the hallway. Say, I am brave. I hear you. I am brave. Awesome. You have to look at the person in the eye. You have to show them that you're strong and brave. And you have to put your hand up like we practice at school. And you have to say, no, stop. And you can say, that's my private part. I'm going to tell someone, because that usually would scare that person and go, oh, okay, no, they're not going to do that. You might have to say, I don't like this. Right? And then go find that trusted adult and still tell someone about what is happening. It is so important that you tell an adult if something happens, but you have to speak up. Now, some safe people, we've talked about coming up with a list of safe people. Safe people are grown-ups who you trust to keep you safe and protected and loved. The school nurse, your school counselor, your teacher, maybe the principal or the assistant principal. Mr. Reed is at our school. He'd be somebody that you could look to, right? There are people that are going to protect you. Your parents, maybe somebody at home that's going to be that person at home that maybe it's a neighbor that's doing something that's not right, or a babysitter. The parent might be somebody you have to go to. If it's your parents, you might have to go to a grandparent, right? If it's you have so many adults you come into contact with, and we want you to know that even if it's a person you're supposed to trust that is not being safe with you, you need to find another adult that you trust, another adult to say, hey, this is happening and I don't like it and it makes me feel uncomfortable. It's very important. We're going to end with a little song that's going to end our day together today. I'm going to play that for you now. So I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller so that you can enjoy the video.
Remember, my body belongs to me. Your body belongs to you. For any touch that feels unsafe, here is what you can do. You can say no, turn and leave. Tell an adult until you're believed. My body belongs to me. Your body belongs to you.
So that might have not really been a song. It was more of like some tips about the touch, but they gave you some great advice. And one thing to remember is that if you tell someone about what's happening and they don't do anything, tell another adult. If you know it doesn't feel right, you keep telling an adult until someone does something to protect you. Thanks for joining me, Mr. Forston, school counselor at West Seaford. And I hope you join me tomorrow as we start to use what we've learned to maybe play a little bit of a game and see if we can answer some questions right about what kind of touches we're experiencing with some scenarios. So join me again for the next lesson.